Okay, masschilehead from thehotpepper.com. I'm back with my second review with the Black Naga, courtesy of Xander Spice from thehotpepper.com. Using the same video program, so unfortunately I'm only going to be able to do this in 3-part sections, so I'm going to try to make it quick. I'm cutting the pepper now, so bear with me here for a second. Get you a nice inside shot here. Alright, so here's the inside. A little closer, a little closer. Looks nice. Not a lot of seeds. Get some of these out of here. I don't know if I'm just feeling adventurous or if I'm really stupid, but I'm not wearing gloves. Don't really know what to expect with this pepper. Looks like it's going to be hot. A lot of placenta. I'll get one more seed out of there. Not really a fan of the seeds. Just chew on them forever, you know, so get some of those out of there. Alright, my webcam stinks, so you probably won't be able to see much of that. You know what, let me turn the backlight on, see if we can catch some of that. Yeah, not really getting a great shot of that. But there is quite a bit of oil starting to come out. It's got an interesting smell. I don't know how I'd describe it. I guess kind of not necessarily florally, but kind of vegetably smell. It doesn't have a lot of, you know, a big cap smell. It's got a nice smell actually. What I may do, since this is probably, I'm guessing, a minute and a half in, and since the last video cut as I was chewing it, kind of shaky there, so I think I'm gonna wait and see that. I'm glad I waited. So you can see, here's my half. I'm now gonna take a bite. A little sweeter than the Douglah. It tasted a little more florally than it smelled. Tip of the tongue. With the Douglah, I really didn't get any heat in the front of my mouth. It was all concentrated in the back of the tongue, back of the throat. This immediately kind of went off right on the tip of the tongue. Gums. Nowhere near the heat of the Douglah. We'll have to see how it builds. My hands are getting a little sweaty. Excuse me. Yeah, definitely a bit of floral taste to it. I enjoyed it. It didn't have, you know, as I mentioned in the last video, the second half of that Douglah pod I ate, there was a lot of placenta. That basically, that whole center membrane of placenta had a lot of cap flavor. This really doesn't. We'll have to see how it tastes as I make my way up. I can feel it on my lips now. A little bit of nasal drip, but really not crazy, ridiculous hot. Really nothing in the throat. Very little drool. Let's go back for some more. Good sweetness. Let me eat the rest. Yeah, these are just tasty. Nice pod, Xander. Yeah, I really enjoy that. A little floral flavor. Now with the rest of the pod, the drill's picking up a little. I gotta find a new recording program, I'm sorry. I'm re-recording, just so you know, within 5 seconds, for what it's worth, believe me or not. Getting a lot more on the inside of my lips now, more drool. Working its way back. Pretty much my whole tongue now, not so much actually in the front, but the whole top of my tongue. Really nothing in the roof of my mouth. Nose is picking up a little bit. Yeah, this is a good pot. I really like it. That Douglah was painful. I actually brought one to work and tried to get some friends to join me. But having brought a yellow 7 into work and shared that, and kind of built up a reputation there, nobody wanted to try that, and for good reason. Even eating before and after the Douglah, I was wrecked for hours. And the last video post I did was probably about 10:30 at night. Went to bed at 11:30, and about midnight, rolled over on my belly, and it felt like somebody kicked me. It felt like a horse kicked me in the belly. I mean, it was awful for probably an hour. Yeah, it's peaked. It's kind of subsiding now. I'm not getting really any of the esophageal burn here that I have with the Douglah. I'm hoping that it's gentle in the stomach. Had a good dinner, had some chocolate cake for dessert, so yeah, it's starting to pass. I can feel it right about here now. A little bit still on the lips, but no sweat. Didn't make my eyes water like the Douglah. And even towards the top of that pepper, towards the stem I should say, there really wasn't, I mean, it got hotter, but it wasn't unbearable by any means, so I'm gonna call it. Thanks for joining me.